This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
All right. Let's see what this guy Daryl talking about. You ain't got no mic? Not too loud.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And we'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give you a 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Okay.
That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Newton. Forced out to his left. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point.
Damn, Blaine glitching already.
Game. throwing the touchdown here to kick it away.
Should have been a pick. See?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
What the hell going on?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
What you doing? What you doing?
This is the Oklahoma State alum,
Quit spraying him out like that.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for
I see the kind of defense you run.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ooh, he got that. He got that rushing zone.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson.
Oh!
He gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. He's got a 1st down and inside the midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was
going to change your defense, mess with me, bro.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He rushing.
He's
sending that blitz.
Down. Carson.
He sent
just
that
a yard
blitz.
on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition
The man blitzing the outside.
Because you're excited about hitting him in the
Blitzing
first
the
half.
outside, ain't it?
Maybe not so much in the second half.
Yep.
Some of these shorter
Blitz coming and down he goes.
Yep.
Can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
He went off that blitzing defense. I gotta admit, that's my weakness right there, is that blitz on the outside. I must admit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That is my weakness.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Man.
And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Shit, that's the defense I should pick. Whatever defense he using.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
We got to do something with that blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton taking a shot for
Why is my shit glitching? Oh my gosh.
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in.
Could not change
field
players.
Presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Bonifant. Breaks a tackle. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina. Reggie Bonifant, 53 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Got something for that. Got something for that outside blitz.
Coming to the line here to begin the next drive, the Seahawks
in the outside blitz.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly
for
needing
that.
to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson.
There you go. Fuck me.
Team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And
What the fuck?
To right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it across for a
This
touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 26 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fucked up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Damn, man was wide the fuck open. He overthrew the damn ball.
Here's the Seattle
Fucking
offense
control
ready
was
to get
sticking.
this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change
Can't
game
do with the outside
or do we
blitz.
just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a toss left side.
The hell's
into the hands
that?
of his tight end.
Shit,
And
the
they
straight
work this
leg.
well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit
What
him
the
on
fuck
the
that
move
was? That late
he's
ass
able to
jump.
get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. This is Carson.
What the fuck is he doing? Juke? And I ain't even juke.
Down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a
Damn.
first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line.
And call a
Now
timeout.
the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
He said he don't want me to score at all. I run this shit right up the middle. Send him, send him, send him.
Now a toss play. It's Carson.
Get
And
over there.
he'll take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really
Shit,
too
lag
complex.
in.
Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football.
I gotta do something to stop that damn
Needs
run.
good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I gotta do something to stop
The
this run.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Come on, Bobby.
Get it up near the 35, right at
Right
the
there is
34
up, Bobby.
here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to
Let's
escape,
go.
and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Newton.
Here we go.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
What the fuck?
Picked off at the 48.
Oh my gosh.
Clock, second quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What the fuck was
Makes
that?
absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. It's caught, block it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's crazy.
Let's go, baby.
Send that blitz. Send that blitz. Send that blitz. Send that blitz. There we go.
Inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more
come on,
hype
come
than
on.
is there.
Don't start with that fucked up internet shit.
This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to
Send that
start a game.
blitz.
A lot of them script to start the
Send
second
that
half
blitz.
too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them
Send
into
that
the end
blitz.
zone and back into this game.
We'll see if
There we
that
go.
script is a good one for them.
Oh,
Now
why
it's
they not holding that
Carson,
block?
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
14, 14, got it.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Here's
Oh my
Carson with a
gosh,
touchdown
come
in
on,
the
bruh.
backfield. Not able to
Fucking-
get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to
Oh
get
my
the backs
gosh,
more
my
involved in the
controller
passing
fucked
game?
up.
Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Wilson.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Into double coverage, and it's
Fuck me.
intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Fucked up ass controller. I can't change fucking players.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Bonifant. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton.
What?
The hook up to Moore.
Oh my gosh, I hate this fucking controller.
DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Why I switch this shit up, son? Let's switch this shit up, son. I'll see what they do.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Rabbit.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
What the fuck?
Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
That's some bullshit, man. That shit lagging.
The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 50
To throw again. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoffs? You need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front put it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 54 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance and Really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he finds
Come on, Bobby. Couldn't switch the fucking play.
First catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will take it across for a Panthers
So I see now I gotta find a way to stop your running game.
Christian McCaffrey, 43 yards.
I'll find a way to stop that.
And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That's all
He
that
keeps
is.
carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
I gotta find a way to stop that damn blitz. Gotta do something. Gotta find something for this running game. That will work for that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Oh my gosh, this fucking controller's lagging.
It back to right around the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing is Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Damn, that shit.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed.
Oh, my gosh.
Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Newton. Flushed out right. Complete to right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner.